You were given a name that ends in Singh or Kaur, a lion, a sovereign. It was not an accident. Somewhere in your family story, someone chose this path, chose the gurus, chose Waheguru, and carried it through fire so that it could reach you. Do you remember the first time you heard Japji Sahib? Maybe in your grandmother's voice, soft in the early morning. Maybe in a Gurdwara, the words washing over you before you understood them. You did not have to try. Naam was simply there. In the air you breathed, and then life got loud. The mornings filled up. The Amrit Vela became just another hour of sleep. The phone arrived, and with it 1,000 small distractions, each one harmless, each one pulling you a little further from the stillness you once knew. You did not choose to forget. You were simply busy. We all are. But underneath the noise, the longing remains. You feel it in the quiet moments. On a long drive, in a Gurdwara you have not visited in months, in the sound of a Shabad that stops you in the middle of an ordinary day. Something in you still turns toward the light. Something in you still remembers home. Think of Guru Nanak, who heard the divine and could not stay silent. Think of the countless Sikhs who rose before dawn, not because they had to, but because they could not imagine beginning a day any other way. That same rhythm lives in your blood. It is not gone. It is only sleeping. You know the feeling. The day you meant to read your Nitnem and did not. The Gurdwara you drove past, telling yourself, next week. The good intentions that dissolved the moment your screen lit up. None of it was a failure of love. It was only a failure of habit. And habits can be rebuilt. This is the truth the gurus knew. You do not have to become someone new. You only have to remember who you already are. Naam was never far. It was waiting, patient, like a parent who never stops leaving the door open. The hard part was never the wanting. It was the returning. The first step back. The discipline to begin again. When the whole world is designed to keep you scrolling. So, what if the very thing pulling you away could become the thing that calls you back? What if, before the feed, before the notifications, there was a pause, a line of Gurbani, the Mool Mantar, a single breath of Waheguru. Not a lecture, not guilt. Just a small open door every time you reach for your phone. Imagine your practice growing quietly. Imagine learning the Gurmukhi you always meant to learn, one word at a time. Imagine sitting in Simran and feeling your friend, your cousin, your father sitting with you. Across the city, across the ocean, the Sangat, reaching through the distance. This is not about doing more. It is about remembering more. About letting the ordinary act of unlocking your phone become 100 small returns to Waheguru every single day. Your ancestors held on to this faith with everything they had. They sang it in the face of empires. They protected it with their lives. All they ever wanted was for it to live on in you. Not as a burden, as a gift. You are one of the lucky ones. You were born into a faith that millions would give anything to know. The Guru's light is your inheritance. Not a relic to admire from a distance, but a living practice, meant to be walked, breathed, and remembered day after day. The door is still open. Naam is still waiting. And the way back has never been simpler. A quiet way home that fits in your pocket. SimranLock. Turn every unlock into Simran. Waheguru ji ka khalsa, Waheguru ji ki fateh.